Welcome everyone to Best Wedding Ever. We are Nicole and Alex. We help new and novice officiants plan and officiate perfect, personal wedding ceremonies. So if you have a question about how to turn your ceremony chaos into the best wedding ever, let us know in the comments.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Best Wedding Ever. This is Alex and I'm Nicole, and we're so excited you could join us today. Our question today is about overscheduling, and it comes from a couple who writes, I'm worried my partner is packing too much into the morning before our wedding. How can I encourage her to create a more realistic schedule without seeming like a killjoy? So Alex has to do this for me all the time. And I can't say that thank you is always the first response that comes to mind. And we totally get it, because no one wants to be told, hey, you should not have driven into that ditch after they're already stuck in the mud.
Well, to my credit, I only said that after we were out of the mud.
He did it with the face.
My face definitely conveyed that we shouldn't probably drive over that ditch.
Yes.
But let's talk about my feelings, because it's hard to be the one to see that your partner's eyes are bigger than their stomach. And this isn't Thanksgiving dinner where the only stakes are bringing home some leftovers if they can't finish their plate.
There was no pie in the ditch.
Unfortunately.
Yes. And here's what happens is that people get laser focused on wedding day and forget that there's days and weeks leading up to the wedding where people are genuinely excited to do things with you and for you.
Yes. So we're going to share with you our math if you have a lot of goals for your pre-wedding rituals.
Yes. And it's us, so there is math.
I mean, clearly. So one of the best things that you can do to prepare for the ceremony is to spend intentional time leading up to it and making sure that everything that you plan is the most fun you can imagine having.
Yes. So step one, think about the people that you really want to spend time with and imagine what would be the most fun way that you could interact with them. So is it really like shoe shopping and cake tasting, or is it Comic-Con?
That could be a wedding activity. And then think about how could you plan those activities for the days and weeks leading up to your ceremony. Could you invite people to come out early? Could you plan to go see them a month or two before or after the wedding?
Yeah, that wedding shine doesn't fade quick. We do know that some people, even if they've got activities planned up in the lead up, are still going to try to cram wedding day full of activities. So let's talk about that.
And we get that instinct. The other math that people do is that you need to be busy on wedding day because somehow that means the wedding day is more important or significant. Busyness as a substitute for intentionality. And we understand that because if folks are only going to be in town for a day or two, that you want to cram jam everything full while they're here. But we've seen again and again the way in which busyness does not lead to happiness in the way that folks want.
Yes, busy is not a straight line to happy, almost never.
So I think now is the time to sit with your partner and take a hard look at what your partner has planned and ask, is there a better time for this? Is there something we could do that's more fun instead and save this other activity for another occasion?
So one good example is photos. People want to do photos in their wedding clothes right before their ceremony, but that can be stressful, especially if people are running late or the photos go over. So think about, is there a time you could schedule the photographer to meet you at a cool, funky place in your town, and you could take fun, styled photos in your wedding clothes when you can plan to have the time to do your hair and makeup and not feel rushed. Or, do you have to get everybody together for a really intense family dinner, the day before the wedding, like the wedding rehearsal dinner? Or could you do something a little lighter, like a cookie bake-off where everybody brings their favorite cookie? Just be thinking about those kinds of things, like how to sort of short circuit this instinct to just schedule. You want to suggest alternatives that are more fun.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we decided to have a week-long beach vacation family reunion wedding because we wanted to take all the pressure off of wedding day. Yeah. And I would actually even add that in the year leading up to our ceremony, because not everybody was going to be able to be at our wedding, we scheduled a ton of intentional events with family and friends all over to be able to celebrate the wedding before the ceremony. And I think one thing we might get as pushback for folks is like, but it's not going to feel like the wedding if we're just baking cookies together, 2 months before the ceremony. And my secret for that is that by setting the intention and the energy and the space to say, like, we're doing this for the purpose of sharing family time because you're the most important people to us who are going to set us on the course for our married life, like, people will bring that energy even if the wedding is months away or has already happened.
Yeah. So for our wedding, we did a week-long beach vacation family reunion destination wedding. So for that whole week before our ceremony, we had trips to the beach and hanging out by the pool and let's go get donuts. And it was nothing super special, super earth-shattering, but it was this total love fest because everyone was there to just celebrate and be happy and people relaxed. There was no pressure. And we highly, highly recommend you finding ways to create those moments for yourself, even if you can't do a whole week.
That's right. So just to sum up, our secret,
yes,
don't try and do it all on wedding day.
Yeah.
And in fact, stretch it out as much as you can. Soak it up. Savor this time with family and friends. Yeah. And really take the challenge for yourself to make it as fun as you possibly can, because fun is the key.
Fun is the key, yes. Absolutely have our love and support. We can't wait to see what you come up with, what fun activities you and your partner fill your ceremony day with. We had one couple that planned a 5K run before their wedding ceremony because that's who they were and that's what they were into.
And we respect that.
Yes. So you do you, and you have the most fun you possibly can because that's the whole point after all. So whatever it takes, the most fun to make your wedding the best wedding ever, we are 100% behind. Lace on our running shoes and come join you.
All right. Take care, Val. Bye. Thanks so much for joining us, officiants. If you have a question or a tricky situation we might help you navigate, please reach out by leaving a comment below or emailing us through our contact form at rebelheartrituals.com. We're so proud that you are taking your officiating responsibilities so seriously, and we're glad you're ready to rebel against should to create the best wedding ever. See you next time.